Close your eyes and surrender to the enchanting whispers that will draw you into the realm of mysterious whispering. The psychology of dark manipulation, how to spot and protect yourself from it. Dark manipulation is a serious issue that negatively impacts many people. No one deserves to have their free will and autonomy taken away through manipulative means. While manipulators tend to operate from a place of deep insecurity or lack of empathy, their behavior can still cause real harm that needs to be addressed. Let's first define what dark manipulation entails. At its core, it involves the deliberate use of influence or persuasion tactics to control someone or get them to do something against their own self-interest or values. Dark manipulators tend to see others merely as objects to be used rather than as fully formed individuals. They prioritize their own desires and agendas over respecting personal boundaries. Common tactics include gaslighting, lying, deception, coercion, exploitative flattery, guilt-tripping, threat or fear induction, and controlling behavior. The psychology underlying dark manipulation is complex, stemming from both childhood development issues as well as innate temperament factors. Many dark manipulators experience dysfunctional or abusive familial relationships in their formative years. This caused wounds to their self-esteem and feelings of safety, security. As an adaptive survival strategy, they learn to control others rather than developing healthy reciprocal rapport skills. They also display high levels of narcissism, callousness, and Machiavellianism. This toxic mindset makes it easier for them to disregard the autonomy and well-being of people they perceive as mere objects. As for how manipulation works on a cognitive level, dark manipulators leverage basic principles of influence stemming from persuasion research. One key tactic is information control through spreading selective truths or outright lies. By withholding full data, it restricts the target's capacity for truly informed consent. Gaslighting compounds this by confusing the target's reality testing abilities. Predatory compliments and exaggerated flattery also triggers innate human wiring for social rewards, validation seeking. Playing on emotions like fear, insecurity, or hope likewise exploits hardwired responses beyond rational awareness. Through a combination of strategic information control, cognitive biases exploitation, and arousal of primal emotional reflexes, dark manipulators can subtly influence targets without them realizing it is even happening. The target feels something is off deep down but cannot put their finger on the cause due to distorted reality testing and altered priorities, motivations instilled through the manipulation process. This transforms them into what some refer to as an unwitting accomplice or co-conspirator, and serving the manipulator's will over their own. Now let's discuss how one can spot manipulative behaviors and protect themselves. The first step is increasing self-awareness of your own intuitive gut feelings, or emotional reflexes being subtly played upon. Pay attention to developing inconsistencies between what your mind is telling you versus how your body instincts truly feel in a situation. Dark manipulators sneakily distort cognition while preserving just enough plausibility, deniability, to avoid blatant awareness. Closely examine the motivations, priorities, and patterns of those attempting to influence you. Do they prioritize your interests, values, and well-being? Or does their behavior serve their interests at your relative expense through excessive flattery, pandering to fears, insecurities, and gradual goalpost moving inconsistency? Dark manipulation tends to involve an exertion of covert control masked under a superficial guise of caring. Whereas true care and support empower autonomy through mutual empathy, respect, and transparency. It also helps increasing your knowledge of manipulation techniques, so you recognize the tells when they are being leveraged for the purposes of covertly overriding personal agency rather than for the mutual benefits of an honest rapport. But avoid being overly paranoid. True allies don't need to manipulate or cajole. So don't confuse discomfort with change as proof of ill intentions. If the other party respects personal boundaries overall, seek to bolster your own self-worth and independent identity. Dark manipulators hone in on targets they perceive as vulnerable and needy for validation due to lack of internal soothing mechanisms. Knowing your own self-worth protects you from being reliant upon others in an exploitable codependent manner. Stand firm in your integrity by practicing saying no respectfully when requested. To compromise principles against your will. A balanced sense of self-efficacy inoculates against the subtle means of control that define dark manipulation. While dark manipulation warps the autonomy of many people, awareness provides the best antidote. Get to know yourself, including vulnerability triggers, get savvy to strategic influence tactics, and stand confident yet caring and consenting to relations that honor your free will. By valuing your integrity over external validation seeking, you protect your decision-making capacity from those who would manipulate it for self-serving ends disrespectful of humanity and others. With vigilance guided by compassion, its insidious effects can be avoided. Thank you for experiencing this whisper with me. Your support helps me keep sharing these mysterious moments. Please subscribe below and I'll see you in the next video, Mysterious Whispering.